Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and welcome to International Relations English Class B. I am Muhammad Farhan. In this video, you will hear and learn when to use a colon and semicolon within a sentence. The first punctuation mark that we will talk about is a colon. Colon looks like this. There are two dots that stack one another. And how do you use colon correctly in a sentence? Well, the colon is used to introduce a list. And let us take a look couple of examples. The first example is the earth is made up of four main parts: the inner core, the outer core, the mantle, and the crust. Here you can notice that the colon comes before the list. And also you can notice that there are commas that separate the list. In this case, the colon is written before the list of the four main parts of the earth: the inner, the core, the outer core, the mantle, and the crust. The next example is humans use 5 major senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Again, in this case, you will notice that the colons comes before the list. And there are also commas that separate the list. I'll give you tips to use a colon. Do not capitalize the first word after a colon unless it is a proper noun, is part of a quote, or is the first in a series of sentences. It means that you cannot write a capital after the colon because it is incorrect. The correct way to write it is to not capitalize the first words after the colon. The next is we will talk about and learn about the semicolon. The semicolon joins two sentences into one sentence when they are not joined by a conjunction. Conjunctions words like because, but, however, and so on, and etc. When you connect two sentences or two ideas into one sentence, but you don't use a conjunction, so in other words, you do not use words like because, but, or however, then you insert a semicolon. There is an example. The magicians at my party could not win the audience over. Semicolon. His tricks failed. This sentence could have been two sentences. The magicians at my party could not win the audience over. Dot. All of his tricks failed. The second one, the magician at my party could not win the audience over because all of his tricks failed. It could also have been joined by conjunctions like this. Instead of the sentence drops the period or drops the conjunctions like this and joins the two sentences or two parts of the sentence into one using the semicolon. So the correct way to join these two sentences into one idea just like this. The magician at my party could not win the audience over, semicolon, his tricks failed. So now you have learned how to use a colon and semicolon. Don't forget to practice it, and thank you for joining and hearing this video.